Welcome back, guys. Today we are going to solve LeetCode problem 1189, maximum number of balloons. Given string text, you want to use the characters of text to form as many instances of the word balloon as possible. You can use each character in text at most once. Return maximum number of instances of word balloon that can be formed. So let's just take a look at this first example. So as you can see, we can only form one letter balloon here, right? If you remove this E and K, the other using other letters, we can form one balloon word. So let's just take another big example over here, and we will discuss the approach how to solve this problem. So yeah, let me just take this one. So we have to find as many word balloons as possible into the given string. So what we can do is we are only interested in the characters here A, B, L, O, and N, right? Because that is the only characters that are there in the word balloon. And so we will actually count the frequency of each of the characters in the given word, and we will create an array of 26, 26 characters. So we have created an array here called as frequency, and we will just loop through the given word, and we will capture the frequency of each of the letter in the given word. So this is the given word, right? So we will just let's just calculate the frequency of each of the word, right? So as you can see here, A appears two times, right? So this A appears two times. So we will just say the frequency of A is 2. Then B appears here. This is the B and this is the B. So B appears two times. So we will just say 2 here. Then let's see L, right? So L is here 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So L appear 4 times here. And O again 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So O appears 4 times here. And N appears 2 times here, like 1 here and 1 here, right? So N appears 2 times here. So other characters we will ignore, right? We will ignore X, we will ignore P, because those will not be forming any word called as balloon, right? Because balloon does not have X and P. So we have now the frequency of each of the characters. So we want to find out how many maximum number of balloon word we can form from this, right? So what we can do is we have to calculate the uh, the uh, minimum frequency of word. First we will iterate through the frequency array that we have created, right? We created the frequency array of 26 integer, right? Because we are actually converting each of the character into integer, because that way we can easily manipulate the integers, right? We can just increment the frequency using plus plus here, since it is integer type. So we convert each letter into corresponding integer by we have to just use this minus and then letter A. Then it will convert each of the character into corresponding int value. So for example, A will be converted as 0, then B will be converted as 1, C will be converted as 2, and so on, right? So Z will be 25. So that's how we create this array of 25 um, characters, means it's an integer array. So now once that is done, then we will be iterating through this integer array, and we will check if any, we will again, now when we are iterating and we are checking the frequency, we will again convert that int back into the character, right? Now instead of minus A, we will use a plus and that A character. So it gives us a corresponding character. So for example, for 0 it will give us A, for 1 it will give us B, for 2 it will give us C. So like that. So if we are encountering any of the character like A, B, or N, right? So as you can see A, B, or N, then we will calculate the minimum value from the integer array. So as you can see, A here, B here, and N here, right? So you see that always it is 2. So minimum value is 2 here for A, B, and N. And why we are not looking L and O in this list? Because L appears 2 times here, right? So as you can see, L appears 2 times and O appears 2 times. So we will separately look them in a different for loop. So once we are done with A, B, and N, we already captured the minimum value here, that is 2. So now we will look into L and O here, right? So here again we are iterating the frequency array, and now we are only looking for characters L and O in that array, and we calculate the minimum 2 value here. So minimum 2 value, as you can see, the minimum 2 value is 4 here, right, for L and O. So we calculate a value 4 here. But when we are actually, since to create a word balloon, we need 2 L's and 2 O's, right? That's why we have to always divide this by 2. So that is the minimum value that we can get for the L and O actually. So this is how that 2 came, right, from 4 divided by 2. So that is what in the implementation also you can see. So minimum 2 is equal to min 2 divided by 2. And at the end, to form, the how many words we can form, we have to take minimum from this min 1 and min 2, right? Because we will need all the characters, all these characters uh, to form word balloon. So we have to take minimum from this. So is equal to 2. So that's why we can form 2 balloon words here in this. So as you can see, the answer for this will be 2 here, right? So that's how to do it. So this is a simple implementation. Here we are just using one array of int 26. So you can say it's just like a constant, right? So however bigger the word is, the array is only will be 26 characters, okay, 26 int, right? And then we just use a couple of variables. So on the space complexity is order of 1, which is constant, and then the time complexity is we are iterating, like 2 times here through the n character of the word. So it is like order of n. The time complexity is order of n. So let's just like take these examples that they have given us here and make sure our implementation works. So again, just a quick summary. So we first actually iterate through the word, and we create a frequency array to capture how many times each letter in that word appears. That is done here. And then we have created min1 and min2 variables, and min1 means we will iterate through the frequency array once, and we will check for word A, B, and N, and we will capture the minimum in the word like A, B, and N occurrences. We will find the minimum, and again we will iterate through the frequency array for letters L and O, and again we will capture a minimum for L and O. And we have, since L and O both requires 2 times to form a word balloon, we will divide the min2 by 2. And at the end, we will just return the minimum from min1 and min2 as the answer, right? So that is that many word balloons we can form. So let us just quickly submit this code and make sure this works. So as you can see, we are getting correct answer 1, 2, and 0 because LeetCode does not have any word balloon, right? So that's why 0 came. So let's submit the answer. So the solution is accepted 1 ms and it is 100% faster. So this is the way we can solve the maximum number of balloons. So if you like this solution, subscribe to my channel and click on the like button. I often create videos regarding LeetCode problem solutions and Java J2E related material for interviews. So if you are interested in this, then subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any of the future videos. Thanks for watching.